Hi guys, here I am again. I just want to mention a few observations that I made in the past weeks or today or yesterday. So, but first I show you the paper. I write on the computer notes with my ideas. I write them on the computer, or I record them as voice recordings on the smartphones, or I write them down in a very old-fashioned way on paper. So now you can say, I show you one of these papers, or I have a lot of these papers. I have probably thousands of papers, several thousands papers written full with ideas that I will probably never read again. Also, a shortcoming of my character to not value, to not appreciate the things in my past, the things that I have, I am continuously producing new things, new ideas, and I rarely go back. Sometimes I go, but rarely. I don't systematically appreciate what I've done in the past. This shows a lack of structure and a serious flaw of character. Now I show you these papers. These papers. I hope that the name of O is not on it. Yeah. No, I haven't mentioned it here on the papers. So you can see what it's in. Most of it is written in standard German. So I have. So these are. Now I show you more papers. They are here. I hope you have seen it, and this is a minor fraction of all papers, because the other papers are in the boxes that you see being, how do you say, lying around, or, yeah, because the box is in my room, yeah. There and there. Yeah. And I will probably never have a look at these ideas anymore. This is just, but I need to write down or voice record or write down either by hand or on the computer. I need to write down every thought so that I have it somewhere. It's just somewhere. This is the problem. It's not in a systematical order or in a way I can access it later by entering a search term at least, or even thematically. No, it's just that a huge pile that will probably never be seen by anyone. But the psychological reason behind it is if I write it down, I could at least, let's say, 1 day later or 2 days later, should I need it again, the thought, I could theoretically still access it, and this reassures me. This gives me some sense of safety or security or whatever. Probably safety, yes, because security is social. It has a social context. I think it's safety. The right term is safety. Yeah, so these are, I said now to you. And now, 3 other things. Yeah, the first thing is that I never mentioned it in the videos here, but I of course realized when I began making the videos here on YouTube that there were several phone calls from other countries. I didn't pay particular attention from which countries, because I would have seen in the phone numbers, in the beginning of the phone numbers, the country designating number, but I didn't pay too much attention because it's not so important. It doesn't give me more useful meaningful information when I know from which country it is, because it could be anybody from this country. So it was just not from Switzerland, but from outside. And I saw it, I appreciated it, because like that I was told that the people are watching my videos and that they know my home address and also my home landline phone number, because it was on the landline phone number of my mother and me. That usually that is actually the phone number of my mother and not even mine, because my personal phone number is just my mobile phone number, +417634569696. This is my my own mobile phone number, and the number of our house, the landline number, where that is my mother's phone number, is +4144950092. Yes, this is the. And on this phone, I received the phone calls. And once I even talked with a guy on the phone who asked me if I speak English. And I spoke English a little bit with him, but then I had to hang up because my mother got angry. She gets sometimes angry very quickly. So I had to hang up, unfortunately. The guy sounded very nice on the phone. And I still have a little bit of feeling of remorse that I couldn't speak longer with him. Maybe he's now, not now, but he will sometimes, one day see this video, or he's told that I have mentioned him in the video. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm estimating my own importance also, yeah. I don't know, it was just a guy, and it's very, how to say, peculiar, or it is auffällig, it is, how do you describe, umschreiben this? I realized, I got aware that these phone calls completely stopped. We haven't had any phone calls from outside countries in the past weeks. It was just really in the beginning when I began making the YouTube videos. There were several of these phone calls. Yes. And what did I want to say else? Yeah, there are two things, but I wanted to say something else still, and this I forgot. Now, my brain, my memory. What was it? It was something else, another topic. Hopefully I will remember it again. Yeah, the other two things are that today, when I was using the computer that I newly set up of my mother, I experienced an interruption that was probably caused by people on the other end of the line that were interfering with my internet connection somehow. Yes, now I remember what I think I remember. I'm not even sure, because my memory is not sharp at all anymore after I inhaled one day a lot of exhaust fumes. Since then my memory has, the sharpness of my memory has been almost or even totally completely lost. Yeah. And since then I'm also taking my antipsychotic medication voluntarily, because otherwise it wouldn't be possible to live normally, or at least somehow normally, because I need assistance somehow normally anymore. So what I want to say is I realized this interruption, and it was an interruption at the right time. So I think it was really some guys on the other end of the line, because I was looking up in the internet something that was really of no interest. That was some kind of distraction of what I should really do, which is writing this new website for the Transhumanist Party of Switzerland and inviting everybody to join because it's a media wiki. This I should do, and I should not do what I wanted then to look up something about American politics, what Trump or Trump's government will do in case of another country that I don't want to mention here, but that a politician I think in the parliament, in the Congress of the US how this politician has commented on a decision by Trump that was announced by Trump. This is exactly this kind of distraction that everybody is lured into. It's always the same, this day-to-day small politics that are completely dishonest and not important on so much on the surface of what should really be done and what should really be changed in politics. And even me, sometimes just in order to be this is my way of being entertained. I don't watch TV, but I just read then this and then I know, yes, these are the politicians. They have said something again which is probably quite irrelevant or not true or a distraction from what really goes on behind the kulissen, behind closed doors, let's say it like that, yeah. So this was a very helpful interruption of my browsing, of my surfing activity, internet surfing activity. I need these hints because then I know I'm watched and I'm helped and I'm encouraged to do my things, not to wait anymore, but to go forward and try to set up something new that is more as authentic in politics. But I cannot promise you that I will try hard, but I know politics. If you become a politician, you are corrupted in such a short time. It's very difficult to still stick to your own values and your own conscience as soon as you have power, and not lose your ingenuity and authenticity. Yeah, I have to do two things. The first is the Transhuman Party of Germany, and the second thing is thoughts about Anonymous. And the fourth thing that I wanted to say in this video here is a small thing. Yesterday the Apple ID of my mother. I wanted to set up a new Apple ID for my mother when I set up the computer, and then there was the message that this Apple ID is already registered. Then I antworten. I requested a new password, and then when I had the new password and could log into the Apple ID, or also already before, I saw that Girtana, the name of my mother, her full name is Pinja Girtana Hirschle, but the name Girtana was written in a wrong way, with E, G-I-E-R, instead of just G-I-R. So I think somebody else created the Apple ID before with her email address and deliberately misspelled the first part of the name, because Gier with E means something else than just I without E. So I have to stop now the video because it's soon 15 minutes. I will continue maybe in the next video. So it's 4 a.m. in the morning and 23 minutes, 0423, and it's, I have to hurry, it's Monday, 12th of November 2018. Bye, thanks for watching, bye.